Jeremy, very good morning to you.
Oh, the migrant cookie. How are you, son?
I'm very good indeed. Listen, I want to kick off with a fantastic piece of interviewing technique by Harry Cole here.
Yes.
Harry Cole Saves the West. He had you on his show, his brand new show, just the other day. Check it out.
Starting to feel to me you're ready to be the man in the arena.
Really? Listen,
you were at the Reform conference last week.
It.
You hosted it. Did you get a flavour of that? Do you like that?
I'm very honest about that, and I think maybe also it's to do with being really old. 60. You're supposed to say, "I don't look it, Harry."
Chris, tell us, are you running or not?
We'll see.
Politicians answer.
So all these newspapers have written stories now saying Jeremy Kyle might run as an MP. What's going on?
Extraordinary, isn't it? First up, taught Harry well, didn't I? What a good job he's doing.
Very good.
Harry Cole Saves the West. I was listening to you this morning. I hear, according to Richard Tice, that the process of being selected is an enormously difficult one, and I might have to go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
if and when I ever decided that was the case. Yeah. Listen, Mikey, you know the score, mate. We've done it for months and months on Talkers about common sense. There's no doubt right now, in my mind, in your mind, in many people's minds, that Nigel Farage is speaking the language that I believe millions of people in the UK are crying out for, which is to put an emphasis on the things that matter. I say it every day. When your own population is suffering because everybody else is getting more, people will begin to say this isn't good enough. 4 years is a long time, but like I say to you, I said to you this morning, I wouldn't rule anything out. I'm loving what I'm doing on Talk, but you know what? Who knows, for God's sake? But it makes me laugh. These newspapers, honestly, we work in this business. It's extraordinary. I was driving up this morning listening to you. I had 11 calls. Is it true? Will you come on? Even those people at that station we can't mention, ITV. Ooh. No, do one. What are you talking about?
That's fantastic. I mean, it's great when they have to keep chasing you, though, isn't it? I mean, it's something quite sort of rewarding about it at the end of the day. But, you know, the thing is, people are fascinated by what's happening with reform. They saw Danny Kruger going there this week. Yep. They see the collapso of this government. You know, Keir Stamer thinks Donald Trump's 2 days visit is going to save him. He's barking up the wrong tree because all the knives are still out. He's going to wake up and they're still going to be searching and circling around him like vultures.
I suppose if I'm being really generous, we should give him credit that he managed to keep Trump on side. I think Trump was on best behaviour. I think he was seduced by all the pomp and pageantry.
He loved the royal stuff, didn't he?
He loves all that. He was an Anglophile. His mother was born in Scotland. That was always going to be the case. But for me, have you seen that poll this morning? 34% Reform, 16 Labour, 16 the Tories. That might change, Mikey. Nobody knows. I hear the criticism every day. Oh, Reform aren't experienced. But I think a lot of people, certainly our listeners, will go, hold on a second. Uniparty rubbish has gone on for years and we don't seem to be getting it. I was listening to you about, this migrant thing, one in, one out. Yeah. You've got Donald Trump saying, I've turned 373,000 last year across 3 months into virtually zero. And Trump's, as Starmer sitting there going, one's leaving. I love your thing about however many more are coming in tomorrow and we're paying for the seats and they can go back whenever. So for me right now and for us at Talk and everything, they're just speaking the right language. Who knows? Look, I'm 60, for God's sake. I do actually genuinely care about our country and our society for my many, many children, Michael.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, there's a legacy that has to be carried on by your many, many children, and you want
I've seen all the memes this morning. The lie detector says the Prime Minister's not telling the truth. You can say, honestly, it makes you laugh, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, you don't need a lie detector for him. You need a truth detector because, he tells
or just common sense. Or just common sense. Look in Starmer's eyes. I don't actually believe when you look at his eyes, he believes what he's saying. Honestly, I don't believe that for a million years.
Well, he was asked at the press conference, is this still a Christian country? And he's said before in interviews he's an atheist, right? And instead he started mumbling on about how, I was christened. So, that's the religion of...
Can I just salute you for the country? My favourite part of there's many parts of Morning Glory I love, is when John Rentakill, as they call him, comes on and tries to defend Starmer, and in the end, this morning, he just went, yeah, you're right, it's rubbish, to be fair. Yeah. The thing about Starmer is when you're on the back foot, when everything goes against you, I mean, yes, OK, the Trump thing went OK. But for us as a country, as a nation, as the United Kingdom, to be able to go, oh, we've got rid of one. We're not allowed to fly our flag. I do despair, mate, and we'll see where it ends up for all of us. But also, I think there's a lot of people believing.
Yeah, and the bar is set so low for Starmer now that basically Labour are saying, he got away with it. He didn't get completely and utterly embarrassed by Donald Trump. He didn't make any terrible gaffes. He wasn't made to look a complete and utter fool. That's now the bar for Keir Starmer. If he can get through the day without getting kind of, personally completely just ground into the dust and beaten into a pulp, that's a good day for Labour.
But like you, for me as a Brit, as somebody who's proud of this country, that's the best we can do.
Yeah.
Our Prime Minister gets through the day unbeaten up or unbruised by Donald Trump. What about us being on the front foot? That story today that you were doing with Isabel about the fire station and the flag. It's become. I've driven up to Surrey today, and there are flags everywhere. This isn't some. And again, I said it to Harry. I'll say to you. I don't think anymore it works for the ruling masses to go, they're all right-wing thugs. Nobody likes the far right. Nobody likes the far left. But there are a huge number of people in this country who are going, what about Great Britain?
Absolutely right. Now, we should mention, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, we had Lewis McLeod is going to join us on stage on the 15th of November. The World of Common Sense, Mike Graham and Jeremy Cole's World of Common Sense. There's a few tickets left. Lewis McLeod's going to be joining us. He's going to be on your show, I think, next week to talk some more about it.
If you've ever seen Dead Ringers, not that I would ever promote the BBC, but Dead Ringers is fantastic. He's one of the greatest voiceover impressionists you could ever meet, Lewis McLeod. He is going to be one of several special guests. It is the 15th. It is the Shepherd's Bush Emperor. I know from speaking to loads of people, Mikey, things are tight and London's London, and there's great plans for us to go across the UK in a tour next May and June, which we're getting into organising now. But it will be... Oh, I want to give away that where it's all going to start, but I can't because I'll get into trouble. Let's just say, Christian, don't fret. I'm going to use my brain here. Let's just say it could be that we start the night on a beach.
It could be. It could well be.
That's all I'm going to say, peeps.
All right. Okay. All right, that's all we're going to say.
There's a few left. Do grab them because we're going to have a fantastic night, and I'm honoured to be working with you, my friend.
Not at all. Now, we've got a couple of things to show you. We've got Plank of the Week coming tonight, so let's have a look at that first.
I can't believe this man has been elected twice. And shame on Londoners, actually, because only 1 million people voted for him last time. If you don't like this man, who's more interested in himself, I think, than you, get out and vote next time. I think he's a disgrace,
He is a disgrace. And he's also become, this week, the highest-paid UK politician, believe it or not.
On what?
£170,000 a year. Wow. And the rest, of course, because he's got all sorts of, expenses that he gets paid.
He's got green Range Rovers, though, hasn't he?
He's got a bulletproof Range Rover, I think. Which he takes his dog for a walk in.
It's that big, the car he takes his dog for a walk in it.
Yeah, it's that big. Thank you very much. Very good. Sadiq Khan, of course, the man in question there. But also, there was an incident, which I don't mind reporting to the great viewers and listeners of this show.
I've no idea what's coming.
It was just before we were filming Planks, and you were trying to get your jacket. Have a look at this.
Jeremy, what's going on? Well, Alex is doing an interview with American television, and my shirt and jacket are in there.
I need to get the iron and get in there.
We're supposed to be on camera, and I don't know what to go and crawl on.
No, because the dog will come in, won't it?
Michael.
Mike, we've got a problem.
Hey, what?
My shirt and jacket are in there. She's doing an American TV.
She's on Newsmax.
And I can't get underneath to get... And if we open the door, that's going to show.
Yeah, no, she's right. To duck the chairs at the door. I've got one on my shirt. You can't have an unironed shirt on Plank of the Week.
Join me after the break. We'll be right back.
Two things, right? Just two things about that. One, Ash has never used an iron in his life, anybody who knows him. But secondly, I think it raises that whole debate about women in men's spaces and men in women's spaces.
It's true.
What is she doing in our dressing room, MG? It's no good.
And I mean, eventually you did manage to get your jacket in the end, but you had to wait for it to finish, didn't you?
I did. I had to wait for it to finish, and then I had to get her out. I had to get the iron out. We sorted out Ash. But Plank of the Week, great tonight, 7 o'clock. You said it yourself. There's so much plankery. It's just like the easiest show in the world to do because you just line up every single week and go, there's a million things we could talk about. So that's on at 7. So that will be fun. And, watch this space for the rest of it. But on a note for the 15th of November, I promise you, it is going to be... It'll be a laugh that night. I promise you, a laugh.
It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Can't wait.